This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Cali the shot town is bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to KIEQ on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also hitting the like button on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. First and foremost, Bears fans, happy Labor Day to every single one of you guys. I hope you guys had a really good long 3-day weekend and enjoyed some special time with your family. But before I go any further with today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, BetUS. Bears fans, as we all know, it's game week. The Chicago Bears play football against the Tennessee Titans this Sunday at Soldier Field, and I am absolutely pumped up. And Bears fans, this is the perfect time to go to BetUS using my special link down below in the description of today's video to receive your 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 and bet on the Chicago Bears all season long. Bears fans, there's a lot of money to be made on this weekend's game against the Tennessee Titans. The Bears have a minus 205 money line. They have a minus 4.5 spread over the Tennessee Titans. So I would go all in and bet on the Chicago Bears to beat the Tennessee Titans this Sunday at Soldier Field. My question for you guys, Bears fans, is comment your score prediction for the Bears versus Titans this Sunday. I definitely have the Chicago Bears taking the win by a score of, I would say, 20-13. I think it's going to be a good game for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. But once again, Bears fans, go to BetUS using my special link down below in the description of today's video and bet on the Chicago Bears all season long. But as always, make sure you guys are gambling responsibly. All right, Bears fans, I felt like this was the perfect topic to go into the new season. And we've talked a lot about, not too much this offseason, but, there's been other people kind of talking about the status of head coach Matt Eberflus and his job security. I think for the most part, he is safe right now. I know Ryan Poles has a lot of confidence in what he's doing and the direction that he has his football team and the culture that he has instilled within this organization. But I just wanted to give you guys some news because a Bears insider actually revealed some surprising info on Matt Eberflus's job security. And once again, I feel like this is some cool information to talk about on a Monday going into the first game of the season. As we all know, last year was an interesting one for the Chicago Bears and Matt Eberflus. They went 7-10, but there was a couple of blown fourth quarter leads as well. Some couple of decisions by head coach Matt Eberflus that left your head scratching. And for the most part, a lot of people are just calling him a very conservative defensive head coach. But here's where things get a little bit interesting. According to Bill Zimmerman of the Windy City Gridiron, there were some rumblings in and around the building that Eberflus' decision-making in the fourth quarter stemmed from him having zero faith in quarterback Justin Fields. Check this out, Bears fans. There are plenty of people around the team, media and non-media, who believe that many of Eberflus' questionable decisions were made because he didn't trust Justin Fields to do the right thing with the football. On 3rd and 6 from the opponent's 30, Eberflus was more comfortable running the football and settling for a field goal than risking a turnover on a pass or a bad sack that knocks them out of field goal range. If that's the case, we should see a big improvement in his fourth quarter decision-making with a different quarterback under center. If we still see the conservative decisions because the Bears have a rookie QB, at some point, just believe people when they show you who they are. At that point, it would be safe to say that Eberflus is your typical conservative defensive head coach. Bears fans, this is actually very interesting nugget to talk about on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. It makes total sense why Matt Eberflus could have been a little bit more conservative in the fourth quarter. Did he have his bad decisions as well? Absolutely. You take the blame as a head coach. But if you do not have full trust in your quarterback to make the right decisions or just taking unnecessary sacks, and Justin Fields did have his struggles last year in doing so. Once again, there was a stat where Justin Fields in the fourth quarter threw 16 interceptions. So I can get as a head coach not having the confidence in your quarterback, and sometimes that leads to some bad fourth quarter decisions. But now we need to fast forward to this year. This is why this is a really good topic for today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic, because now the pressure is on head coach Matt Eberflus. You didn't trust Justin Fields. That is totally fine. Justin Fields is now no longer your quarterback. You now have your guy in Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback or not. There's a lot of people out there saying that Caleb Williams is already a better quarterback than Justin Fields. He can read the field better. He has a better arm, better accuracy. He just makes all the right decisions that Justin Fields didn't make in the fourth quarter, right? So now you have your new young quarterback that should be able to make the right decision. So now the pressure is on head coach Matt Eberflus. I want to point out a stat because this is where it really ties everything together and how good Caleb Williams can actually be, not only for the Chicago Bears offense, but really elevate Matt Eberflus as a coach as well. In college, one thing that we knew about Caleb Williams that he knew how to avoid turnovers. On 1,099 career passes, he only threw 14 interceptions in college. If that trend holds for Caleb Williams and he's able to replicate that in the National Football League, we're really going to see how good of a coach Matt Eberflus is. But here's my issue. If Matt Eberflus is still making the same decisions in the fourth quarter, that's leading to these heartbreaking losses for the Chicago Bears, and he's remaining to be that very conservative defensive head coach, even though you have a quarterback that you know won't make those mistakes, that's when I will start having a problem with Eberflus. That's when I feel like Eberflus should be on the hot seat. But as of right now, I think Matt Eberflus is okay. I think he is safe. Ryan Poles has all the confidence in the world in him. I think the only way Matt Eberflus is really on the hot seat is if we see a lot of the same things that we saw last year in the fourth quarter. If the defense takes a major collapse, or if the Bears only win 4 games this season, I think that would be worthy of possibly putting Matt Eberflus on the hot seat. And then possibly finding a different coach. I hope that's not the case for Caleb Williams, because you don't want a situation where, Caleb Williams is in a situation like Justin Fields or Mr. Trubisky, where he's going through different head coaches, going through different offensive coordinators. I'm hoping things work out for Matt Eberflus and he can be the coach long term, because at the end of the day, that will be better for a guy like Caleb Williams. But overall, Bears fans, this is something I just wanted to share with you guys really quick going into that first game of the season. I think it was a interesting little nugget to bring up. Overall, makes all the sense in the world why he, as a coach, maybe felt a little bit unsettled of making certain calls because he didn't trust his quarterback. But now that ship has sailed. Now you have a quarterback that you trust, that you're all in on. So you shouldn't be making those same mistakes this year. So Bears fans, my question for you guys is this. Do you think Matt Eberflus is actually on the hot seat, or do you think he will be on the hot seat by the end of the season? Let me know down below what you are thinking about Matt Eberflus's job security with the Chicago Bears. But as always, Bears fans, once again, we see Bears football this week. I will be going live on Sunday for a live play-by-play plus reaction stream against the Tennessee Titans. So I hope you guys will join me for that. But other than that, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. And Bears fans, once again, make sure you go down below in the description of this video, click that special BetUS link to receive your 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 to bet on the Chicago Bears all season long. But other than that, I'll be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.